Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shawty, real name Cynthia Victor. And if you are new here, we are throwing it back. I'm doing like a YouTube beauty guru review. And if you came back, thank you so much. You have the fattest, voluptuous peach bottom. I pray that for you, unless you don't want it. I'm going to be reviewing the foundation. That's it. Like, that's all this video is. I'm going to be doing parts, obviously, before and afters. But I want to get in depth, talk about just the product, highlight it, and you let me know how that goes. So let's just jump right into it. So this is the Makeup by Mario PR package. Everybody doesn't get it like this. The colors that I do have here are kind of more orange, dark tone, but I don't blame that on him. That's just me and my team picking out the shades. But anything dark I can always make work for me because I love a bright under eye. We're gonna make it work, But I do want to see how the finish is. I feel like the first round of his foundations, people got them. They were just like so hyped around it, like, oh my god, Mario came out with foundation. And then they were like, the brown girlies is where I heard like the foundation colors really are just like more orange tone. And even me, I always think about like, why don't I reach for certain foundations? And sometimes it's the tone, and sometimes I guess it's like the finish, but it's never really rarely the finish. It's normally the tone. And I don't know if I just had the wrong one, but if I'm not mistaken, I feel like they leaned more orange. Some people talked about how there's like shimmer in it and they didn't like that. But regardless, I am going to be heading to an event later today. So I was like, this is the perfect time to be trying it on. I have just cleansed my skin. I used the Starface face wash because I'm like, I'm going to do fresh skin prep, fresh primer, and then we're going to jump right into this. I feel like this video might be a little too bright, but we will see. I have 3 different shades in front of me. As you can see, this is what the bottle looks like. I primed my face with skincare, and then I went in with a little bit of a Smashbox primer just because I'm like, I need a super hydrated face. I have super dry skin, and I think a foundation like this is going to be very good for me. But the shades that I have is 26N, 24N, and 25W. So the W or the N on the back of these, they indicate if it's warm or neutral. And there's also cool tones, but I'm never going to be a cool tone. Normally the foundations I tend to like choose are going to be neutrals. Sometimes I do a warm because it's like a little bit darker and I can balance it off with my concealers. But for right now, I am in my way winter shade. I'm getting a little lighter, but overall my body still has a little nice tan going on. So let me just swatch each of these. The first shade I'm going to swatch is 24 Neutral. This is 24 Neutral. As you can see, very dark. So much darker than what I thought it was going to be. This is 25 Warm. See the difference in that color? Like, you can see how this is very warm. Neutral. The warm means it can be closer to an orange. Now that I'm doing this video, I'm like, these might be very dark. I'm leaning towards this one more than the first one. Just because it's like, that redness is so much harder to like, not fix, but make work for my skin tone. That's how you end up with a very orange face. So this is 26N. It's supposed to be neutral, but it is warm. Like, it's almost like terracotta. Are they extremely dark? Yes. Yes, they are. Without a doubt. Like, there's no confusion about it. But can I make it work and still see if I like the finish? Yes. Which one am I going to choose? The second one. I'm going to take the brush. Second one, dot it all over my face, and then blend it in with this brush. This brush, I think, is very interesting. This is a summer shade for me, and it's very sheer. Like, that's what I'll say. I think this is supposed to be a light to medium coverage foundation, because it's literally like skincare, like when you just blend it out. I did not think I was going to like this brush, but I do. And when I say medium, it literally means like if you have certain type of discoloration or dark marks, will you see it through this foundation? Yes. Obviously, you can put more on and it's buildable. Just on its own, very much see-through. So I'm going to add some more, build it out. That's why I wasn't too afraid of the color, because I knew I could work my way up. I have first a light layer on, and then I'm going to go ahead, color correct, do my normal concealer vibes. And whenever I'm doing a foundation review, I always like to go in with the foundation without color corrector just to truly see like how much does it cover. Some foundations are so good where they don't even need color corrector, right? Like, it's so full coverage. But this one, I know I definitely would like to have more coverage. I think this is a good foundation if you don't want your makeup to look cakey, because you can add that sheer layer of that same tone all over your skin and then go in with all the layers of concealer and powders to really build your base. And honestly, that is what Mario is known for, just like building layers of makeup. I know it's kind of scary looking at it in the camera. Because it's so sheer, it'll almost look a little splotchy, so you just have to make sure you're blending it out evenly. I already feel like I have an opinion on this foundation. You can see how the foundation is looking. Like it gives skincare, it doesn't give cakey at all. Like there's no creasing. This is real up close and personal. But you see obviously the shade is just a little off. But right now, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, come back with a full beat. Even though this is like light and like almost skin tinty, I'm gonna come back the way I normally would do my makeup. I'll let you know how products set over this, and then I'll tell you my final thoughts on the product. Hello, we are back, and this is the final look. I know I look a lot different from what we started as, but I told you I would go ahead and lighten and define everything I needed to with this product on. I do feel like because of such a sheer coverage foundation, I was too scared to work with too much concealer right away and make it cakey. However, I feel like it kind of helped me. I think today for the first time I worked in smaller layers. Like I like full coverage foundation and full coverage concealer, but because this was like such a sheer tint, but it gave me the color, I worked with the concealer in lighter forms. Maybe that was just like technique. Maybe it's like my tips and tricks that I took away from his like one-on-one class. But I would like to say, I think I do like this foundation better. I know the shade is off, but it's just, there's something about it that I'm like, I don't know if it is the shade and it's not warm. Like I'm keep looking at myself in my mirror because I'm like, what is it? I think one, the way it applied onto my skin, I really enjoyed. It felt like a moisturizer. Would I reach for this again? 100%. I am interested to see if I get another shade of foundation like my winter shade, if I feel the same about this. I think I will, because I feel like the first one was a lot thicker and this one is thinner. Maybe I'm like totally off and like there's nothing different about the foundations, but I like it. I enjoyed it. It feels less cakey, if that makes any sense. Like, of course, I'm wearing the same amount of makeup as I or normally do. I don't know if this camera is picking up the colors it needs to, because I feel like it's almost gray and muted. But in real life, obviously, I have like saturation to my face. Maybe I'll add in like an iPhone clip just so you can see it in different lighting, or even some pictures that I take tonight so you can see how the foundation looks on my skin. But I would give this foundation a 10 out of 10. You know what? I take that back. I would give this foundation a 9 out of 10 because it isn't the type of foundation that I would reach for. I like a full coverage. I want the job to be done. It is different, but I like that I don't have to wear too much product. And a lot of my makeup is concealer and contour. So having thin layers on my forehead or underneath my like jawline, this might be key for my makeup. When I used to watch YouTube videos like this, I feel like even Jackie Aina, she used to go so nitty gritty about each thing. And I think, and obviously as I make more videos, I can go into depth and like read how to use it, read the materials, like, or read the ingredients and like what it's made out of and all that. And like show you the packaging. Like that's another thing, right? Like I'm forgetting what OG YouTuber used to do because I'm so like into like quick content. This is a glass bottle. Do you hear that? This has a weight to it. This plastic, this ceramic, I don't know what it is, but it's like, it's a tight seal. I don't think this pump leaks, but I didn't use the other foundation enough to know if it does leak long term or not. So if you're traveling with this, it is some weight, but you can obviously depot it and put it into like something smaller and bring it with you. But for travel, I wouldn't recommend it just based on weight. And again, I think you should work a little faster. It does dry down quick. Work in small sections. You don't need a lot. Even Mario, what he believes is 1 pump of foundation. I don't know about that. I do think he's a little insane for that. I would definitely use as much as you need to. I love a palette. I think the palette or the back of your hand, blend it in, use it like that. Just know it's a little bit more like watery, liquidy. But overall, these are my final thoughts on this product. And if you like this type of video, please let me know. I can totally make just like one product reviews. I love videos like that. I love watching. And if you want to see other parts, like how I ended up using this with the concealers and the prep that I did before, and you want to see more, let me know. But on that note, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Please be subscribed and like this video.